The local scene in Kansas City is actually blowing up. I think we have 4 or 5 UFC fighters in the Kansas City metro area right now. Probably 6 or 7 actually now. 4 of those right now are based out of Grindhouse, our gym.
My name is James Krause. Today we're doing a seminar here at Grindhouse Mixed Martial Arts in Lee Summit, Missouri. Myself, UFC veteran Zach Cummings, UFC veteran Tim Elliott, and one of our striking coaches, Brian Davidson, are going to be doing a seminar, a 4-hour seminar. It's day 2, trying to create a camp that really covers all bases of the sport and really just try to get our best guys to teach these up-and-comers some new tips and tricks and expand on the knowledge.
Tim Elliott, UFC fighter, 125-pound flyweight, ranked 9th in the world. Overall, it's been a really good camp, having Zach Cummings and James Krause and me and Brian Davidson all under one roof, doing a 4-hour-a-day MMA camp has been a really awesome experience. I'm just glad I get to be a part of it. So I'm pretty thankful to be here with these great group of guys and teach and pass on my knowledge.
I'm going all out. I'm showing all my little tricks that I like to do. I call it creating the ball, and it's basically just creating scramble situations to where it's really hard for your opponent to keep up with you. You're looking for submissions out of the scramble.
As soon as it hits my hips, I'm going to throw myself over his back. Get his seatbelt really deep. There's a couple ways I can do this. There's 1, I can grab right here. 2, I can come underneath. And 3, I can come right here. And this is where I love to be, with somebody around their arm around my waist, and I can start grabbing them.
Just awkward situations that not a lot of guys in the MMA scene are really good at now. So we're really trying to create an unorthodox style that not a lot of people have seen. It's a lot harder to defend something that you don't know, so we're really trying to create something new and exciting that these guys can learn and take into fights and competition and kind of stifle their opponents with.
I'm Zach Cummings, one of the professional fighters out here at Grindhouse MMA. For this MMA camp, I'm in charge of the jiu-jitsu portion for MMA, just teaching a lot of different positions that will really help out everybody's game, in the sport, besides just the basics that you're going to learn at your normal school. Just a few things that I use in my fights and stuff that I think that just a little different aspects and looks in the sport of jiu-jitsu and MMA. More the submission side for this fight camp. And for MMA, I think I have a very strong top game. Darts, chokes, guillotines, anything from the mount, chokes and arm bars from there. Setting them up with strikes, setting them up with good positions and certain positions that you can strike well from, plus go to submissions.
I've got pressure here and I'm in front of him. Instead of cupping his neck, I'm just putting the back of my hand right here on his chest. And then this one's coming under the armpit, and I'm going to grab my own wrist.
So I'm going to be teaching the striking portion of this camp. I'll be focusing, we'll review a little bit, but I'll be focusing on footwork and some really cool setups. We're going to learn about my famous push kick. Teach these guys how to drop people with push kicks. So that's kind of what our main focus is going to be today.
When I do my push kicks, we need to be all the way up, as much as that goes. Bend your knees a little bit, and now you can go even more. I practice squats here. Now I know when I kick you, my foot's going to be like that. All right, that's everything. That's the difference between punching with your whole fist and punching with your 2 knuckles. If I can get all that energy going into all of my foot, if I hit you with a push kick, I want to deflate you. I want you to go, oh shit, oh.
A lot of the stuff that I show isn't really moves, it's more scramble situations, and I've been kind of going over teaching these guys how to scramble and end up on top, a couple of takedown defenses and some offense from there. So I think today I'm going to show getting up off bottom. We have a bad habit of working really hard to get back to guard in this gym, and I think that's a wasted position in a fight. I think any energy you use off the bottom should be to try to get back to your feet or to get on top, not to pull guard or wrap up guard.
I'm punching and posting and running her backwards, and when I run her backwards, it's going to bring her leg to me. I don't really have to bend down and get it. All I have to do is sweep it. But from here, I like knees, punches. If you really want to finish it, you can just dead on sprint. She's never going to be able to hop on 1 foot backwards faster than you can go forward.
Right now, MMA in Kansas City it's exploding. Everybody's putting it. They've been here. They're putting their time in, and now we're finally getting the exposure I think that we need.
We kind of got a pipeline going right now, and we're sending guys to the top shelf. have shows like RFA, Resurrection Fighting Alliance. There's Titan Fighting Championships. That's a local show here. Both of those shows that I just mentioned have Access TV as their broadcast.
As far as I'm concerned, Grindhouse is the best gym in the Midwest. I mean, there's 4 guys in contract with the UFC right now. I'm not even sure of too many other gyms that are coastal that have that many. I mean, Greg Jackson's gym.
There's a lot of very top fighters in the Kansas City area. I mean, multiple UFC guys, people have fought for Strikeforce, Bellator, people have fought all over the world.
There's a ton of talent here in Kansas City. We have Jason Hayes in the UFC. He's out of HD MMA. We have Bobby Volker, who just fought last night. He's in the UFC. Anthony Gutierrez, LC Davis.
The talent here is top notch. I'm not even close to the best fighter in this gym, and I fight in the UFC, so it's nice to get humbled every day, and it lets me know that I get to learn every day and keep growing as a fighter and as a coach.
If you're not training with us, at least in this area, then you're kind of missing out. You're going against the grain. It's a collaboration of everybody, and that's what Grindhouse does differently, because we're all coaches, whether we have the title or not. We're going to share with you. If you train in MMA, we have a common goal. It's to get better at MMA. If you can do something to me that's going to help me get better and reach my goals, awesome. And if I can do something that's going to help you reach your goals, then I'm going to share that with you. And then at the top, we all celebrate. We all celebrate victory.